Hi, my name is Sana, and I'm a rising sophomore in California. Today, I'm going to be teaching you about prepositions. This lesson will teach you all about prepositions and how to use them. You will also understand what prepositions are, how and when to use them, and some common mistakes when using prepositions. Let's start with the definition of a preposition. Prepositions are words that show a relationship between two words. They usually come before a noun, and they can show direction, location, time, or introduce a new object. Some examples of the most common prepositions are at, by, for, from, in, of, on, to, and with. Here's a list of some other common prepositions that we use every day. The three most common prepositions that we usually use are in, on, and at. This picture shows how they're used in time and location. In is the biggest one of the three. They're used to describe centuries, decades, months, weeks, years, as well as continents, countries, states, and cities, like the 1900s, March 4 weeks, or Utah, Sydney, Brooklyn, other things like that. On, which is a little bit more specific, is used for dates, days, weekends, streets, roads, avenues, like May 14th, Monday, the weekend, Main Street, Orchard Road, etc. At, the smallest one, the most specific one, is used for specific hours or specific periods of time, like 8 a.m., midnight, or they can be used for an address or a specific location, like 3 Main Street or at a coffee shop. Prepositions are usually used for direction to show the way that something is moving, like to in a gift to her. Can also be used to express a moment in time or an extended period of time, like by in by midnight. They can show where a person, place, or thing is or its state of being, like at in at the park. Or they can introduce a new object, like to show a relationship between two nouns in in a box of books. Next, let's understand how we use prepositions. Some rules of prepositions are they usually come after the subject and the verb or the predicate of the sentence, and they're usually followed by a noun, but do not put a verb after it. There's a myth that prepositions cannot come at the end of the sentence, but they can. Here are some examples. Turn in your homework by tomorrow. I'm from India. That is something I cannot agree with. If you notice in example 3, with, the preposition of the sentence is at the end of the sentence, and it is correct. Here are some common mistakes when using prepositions that we should avoid. The preposition of should never replace the helping verb have in a sentence. For example, I should have done it is wrong. I should have done it is correct. In and into are two separate words with different meanings. In is used to indicate location, and into is used to express motion. I walked into school, I was in school. So do not use the words interchangeably, or the sentence will not be correct. When using the word different, it's best to use the word from, as it's less conflicting than using the word than, but it's not wrong. I am different than you is technically correct, but it would be better if you had said I am different from you. Let's review some concepts. The definition of a preposition are words that show relationship between two words. They can be used to show direction, location, time, or introduce a new object. Some rules when using prepositions are they usually come after the subject and the predicate and before a noun, and they can come at the end of the sentence. Some common mistakes are that you should never replace the helping verb have with the preposition of, never interchange the words in and into, and when using the word different, it's best to use from after it rather than they. Here are some additional resources. There are some explanations that help further your knowledge in case some of the things were left out. Worksheets that help practice your preposition skills, and some videos to help learn a little bit more about prepositions in a fun way. Congratulations, you finished learning about prepositions. Thank you so much for joining me on this lesson, and I hope you guys had fun. And here's a little bit about me. Thank you so much.